Hello everybody, they call me Muse and I welcome you back to Baldur's Gate 3, where we are halfway through a very long episode in the House of Hope, which is why I've split it in two, and the Raphael battle is now coming up. But first, really stupid things are happening. I hope you enjoy. Okay, something's happened. I was just on my way out. I need to split this episode into a couple of bits. So I was on my way out, so I jumped across here, like I just did with Lae'zel, with Gale. And he got snagged on there, and just disappeared. He just fell. And now he's dead. So that's an absolute pain in the ass. What we'll do is we'll go back, we'll use a scroll if we have to revive him, and then we'll put as many buffs back on as we have access to. Then we'll head out again. But honestly, that was stupid. Okay, yeah, we are going to have to spend a scroll. Who's got multiples hanging about their person? Anyone? Okay, we are going to have to just go back out and find him again and res him again. What an absolute mess.
I cannot die. Please help me.
Okay, we're back. We're buffing. I did leave Hero's Feast on someone, didn't I? Amazing.
Weave, save me. I cannot take much more.
Hush you. Did I put aid on anyone else? I'm sure Will's probably got aid, hasn't he? Yeah, so I'll just replenish. And then we'll spend a level 6 spell slot on aid. Basically, we'll buff up, and then we'll be back in a few minutes, and I will be on to the fight we need. How's that sound? Alrighty, Roo, we are back, and we are ready to deal with Raphael and put a bow on this particular episode. Let's see if we can't make it back this time without fuckery. Nope. Exactly the same thing happened again. I'm kind of okay with that, simply because I've got it recorded now, so you can see exactly what happened last time. And how stupid it was. Where is your body this time, Gale? I'm not seeing it anywhere. Target is out of sight. It's like, yeah, I know this. Where is target though? He's down there somewhere. Surely we can still resurrect him, right? Right? Because we can't leave this place. We may have a problem here. Thankfully, this time I actually remembered to drop a save. What was that all about? But yeah, I've got no problems reloading a save after some grade A bullshit like we've just experienced. And before you were wondering, I can't get an invitation to get through that door because you get it from the Archivist and he's buggered off. So I have no choice but to come back this way at this time. I can fly, however, so that at least saves Gale from any bollocks. Are the rest just going to auto-path their way over? Amazing. Poor little Hope with her stubby legs is still over here. It's okay, chick, we're back. If you'd care to follow us back up here, that'd be great. You don't want to, though. It'd probably keep you safe. So that would also be fine. No, here she comes. Might drop an extra save just because we've made it back in one piece. Although that said, where is Karlach? Why is Karlach not with us? Come on, babe. Up. Good girl. Right, once again, let's drop a save. An absolute palaver. This is not supposed to be the hard part. Raphael is supposed to be the hard part. Although I can see that we've also got some more Infernal Debtors here. They don't seem too concerned with our presence. Okay, they're just short-sighted is all. So let's pop that one off and it's an imp. Okay. Guess we can use some spell slots to deal with these buggers. Nope, that's not the one I want. Spirit Guardians, that's the one I want. Because they can be hit with necrosis, can't they? Yeah. Yeah, they're not immune to necrotic damage, so... Lae'zel. Bit of necrotic. Spirit Guardian for you. You stand there. Let's pop another one off. Good. You're also an imp. Excellent. Will, do you want to pop a third one off? It's probably smart, right? Cool. Now let them come. I mean, they probably won't come because they're just going to fire Eldritch Blast. What about you two? You going to come? Not very far. Hope? Please, for the love of all that is everything, just stand there. Don't do anything. Now, you're going to come in. And you're going to do mild damage. Okay. Lae'zel, do you want to come back and smack this thing in the face and neck? No. Okay, Gale dealt with it. Lae'zel can't because she's further down the turn order. That's fine. The main thing is it's down. Okay, even with the shield, that connected on one attack. Call lightning. Blam. Okay, that did a bit of damage to Lae'zel. But that's woken up 3 more of the buggers. Now, Will. We do need these Vengeful Imps down. But you don't really have a lot of attacks. I mean, you could use Magic Missile, I suppose. 6 to 15 damage. It's not amazing. But I'm guessing this bugger's got Fleeting Protection. Yeah, it does. What if you just bless everyone? Although, does Gale need it? Because he's got Sweet Stone features. No, he's lost that, hasn't he? It only lasts 10 turns, though. What if we just cantrip one of the other buggers that doesn't have Fleeting Protection? Oh, they all do. What the heck? We can Insect Plague. It seems a bit overkill. Although a lot of them saved against it, so... that's kind of unfortunate. But that bugger's dead. Outstanding. Lae'zel. Quick hop over here. Spirit Guardians wounded it. Big sword finished the job. And gave you a bit of healing. Now let's give you a Bosch if we can. Put you on your butt. They're all just jumping out of Insect Plague. That's horrible. So, what do we do? That one's going down if we kill the weak? Yes. And even with a shove, that one will still opportunity attack us if it gets the chance. Lae'zel, do you want to bounce back over there? Do some good damage. Excellent. Carla? Nice. Even with a 35% chance. So there's no way I should have taken that shot. And yet I did. Now, what are you going to do? You're going to take 18 damage from Insect Plague. That's great. Cool. Well done, everybody. Now, we could go back and heal again. But I can't really be asked after all that rigmarole that you've seen before. So instead we'll head back to the entrance hall.
There are back to the things you need to know about Raphael.
Here I am.
3
He's
things.
almost home, closer than a kiss.
Along with or without our approval.
His favourite colour is
Escaping
blood.
fate happens to be my speciality.
And he probably knows 1,000 ways to kill us.
We'll be fine.
Sweetheart.
I don't think he knows 1,000 ways to kill us. Gravity's the only one I can think of. So, Pillars of Souls. They're deactivated, so it's probably fine. There's the portal that will take us out of here. So we have time to set up for this fight.
Assume nothing.
We do want to deal with these pillars, I think. It's been frickin' forever since I did this fight last. So we're going to spread people out, just to be on the safe side. And let's kick things off.
Time slows for a moment, and the air becomes thicker. The master of the house is coming.
Hello.
You.
It's me again. Hello, Corilla. Hello, Yurgir.
There are many things in your world that I loathe. Litters of kittens,
No.
chattering children,
Yeah.
the noise and the chaos of it all. In my world, in my house, there is order and there is decorum. You came here uninvited and you stole from me. In doing so, you brought the chaos of your world into mine. I will not abide it.
Technically, we haven't stolen anything because we've not left yet. We might just be moving the hammer about. We might have been about to place it on the floor just before we left. That being said, your house is in disarray. The guards couldn't stop me from freeing Hope.
Sister, oh sister, I've wept and I've cried, but all would be well if you were by my side.
Oh, Hope, you are such a piteous thing. All it takes is a crumb from the table and you forget the centuries of starvation. This insolence has earned you centuries more. Corilla, tell our unwelcome guest about your role in their tragic downfall.
I permitted you the freedom to decide your own fate. You could have been smart, selfless, saved the world. Instead, you came here and risked everything.
It's the fatal flaw of mortal kind. Take away their free will and they call you a tyrant. Allow them to indulge it and they become tyrants. You would have been heroes if you'd only dealt fairly with me. Instead, you're not so different to doomed Karsus, overreaching your limits and burning your world to ash.
Wrong, wrong, wrong! They will save their world and smash you to smithereens.
Yeah.
It's this charming naivety that makes your company such a joy to me, Hope. I'll even forgive this little rebellion once you're suitably chastised.
This isn't a rebellion. It's a revolt. I'm revolting!
Then Hope dies today. Commander, you can salvage a trophy from these insects when I'm done with them.
My name is Yurgir. These insects understand the honor of hunters better than you ever will, trickster. They help me to eliminate my prey beneath the Shadowlands. Prey that you hoped I would never find. And that's why I helped them find your home.
You did what? I will make you suffer torment so vile, the hells themselves will shudder to see them. And whatever torments I invent for Yurgir, I will perfect in the centuries I spend toying with your soul. If you have any last words, make it quick. It will only take a moment to finish you.
I've been hoping to kill you ever since I met you.
Hope. It always burns you in the end. little mouse. Now, down comes the claw.
And it is on. And the song has begun. Everyone's favourite bit of music for the game. But if we just sit and listen to it, we will get copyright struck into oblivion. And nobody wants that. So let's see what we can do about some of these pillars, because they're going to blow us all up if we're not careful. There's a bunch of Cambions around as well. Do we worry about them very much? Also, does Raphael have resistance to... Yeah, Infernal... No, that's Infernal Retribution. So, yeah, you sing your own song, Brick. Okay, so he doesn't have the ability, it seems, to protect himself from Radiant. That's good. But what's our best move to ruin these pillars? We could call in some allies. What have we got? A Jinn, a D.Va, or a Cambion. Probably not a Cambion. Or with his immunity to fire. Blomp. It's a D.Va. And now, as for Gale, let's step away from the rest of the crew a bit in case fireballs get thrown about or something like that. Now, what are you going to do, friend? Wrathful Smite? Can you fly? You can. So let's try and smite this pillar. It's immune to psychic damage, but it did alright. Now it's got thwarted consumption. Raphael cannot consume a soul from this pillar because it recently took radiant damage. Ah, so he can soften up the pillars. But he's still within proximity of them, so he can still gain a whole bunch of buff. Okay, so we still want to smash the pillars. And perhaps we move our lad down here to opportunity attack that one. Rays of fire, that sounds horrible. Oh, it's Scorching Ray, basically. Ouch. So we could do with those guys being out of the fight. One would think. We could go for Call Lightning, perhaps, because we do want to ruin the day of most of the fuckers in the fight, really. But they're all slightly out of reach of one another. That's a ball bag. And we want these pillars down. Stat. So let's just hit a pillar. Okay, it seems as though we can't Destructive Wrath on that pillar. We should have bludgeoned it, basically. Silly us. No, these Cambions. If they want to gather a bit, that would help with Call Lightning. Well. We do want to radiant the pillars, I think. Just to switch them off. Now, he's consuming souls from those two. Punish Divinity. Okay. So now when hit with radiant damage, he can stun the attacker, leaving them soul wrenched. And they can't move or act, and he can drain their souls. Okay, that's not great. Some sort of violence has just happened to Will, it seems. So which pillar is the weakest? It's this one over here. Do we want to use this?
My path be true.
It does ruin the day of these Cambions. But if Raphael wanders into it, there could be bother. Maybe we also summon a spiritual weapon. to help smash the pillars up a bit. Now, what are you doing, Yurgir? You're killing Corilla in one shot. Okay. Guess at least he's done something. Hope won't be terribly pleased about that. But she is doing alright. She is hurt. Well, we are all hurt. She's not hurt. So, most of the crew are out of range of her healing. Well, she comes around here, because Karlach has taken a little bit of damage. Cool. And then mass healing word. Wonderful. Bam! 26 damage! Fucking hell, we should be getting more of these guys on the go. So Gale. The pillars are all back up and running. Okay. We probably want to still keep hitting them with Radiant. Just to shut them down a bit. And then our lad here could take some damage, but he could also smash this bugger. Ooh, he took a bit of damage. But that bugger's down to 3 HP now, which is great. At least Sonic backlash that guy, even if we can't do much else. Now, Karlach, you can hit a couple of things with your lightning. And with Destructive Wrath. Oh, we did 30 damage to that bugger, but we only did 7 to him. Okay. Still, I think that was a decent move. Nice try. Ouch. Will. Bonk. Soul Overcharge. So enables cast spells using souls until he transforms into the Ascended Fiend. Okay, so he's going to get stronger if we're not careful. Not sure when that would happen. Maybe when he gets low on health. It's probably not great for us if he does that. So let's hope that that doesn't occur.
You should never have come.
Whatevs, mate. Yeah, he's a bit confused. But he still hit Karlach for some reasonable damage. Bonk. Nice. Yeah, we want these candles down. The crew is getting wounded. Big time. So, we want the souls down there. We want everything down, basically. So, Blam, have some of that. Don't have some of that, though, because apparently we've missed, because we're an idiot. Do we have any healing potions on Lae'zel? No. Interesting. Yurgir is doing something or other. Ha ha ha. Now, as for you, you can fly, but it won't take you far enough to do anything of merit. But you could also bash this guy a bit. Or not. Okay. And now if you fly, will you provoke an attack of opportunity? Maybe. So let's move you a bit. Hope. Please heal someone. Will is in the most trouble. But he's also slightly out of range. So let's move this way a bit. Nice. That uses Channel Divinity, so we've run out of that. Mass Healing Word's not amazing, so that'll do for that turn. This pillar isn't going down very quickly. It's only really vulnerable. Oh, it's vulnerable to Force as well. Okay. Okay, that didn't do a whole lot of damage. Sad. Now, our lad here, he's got a lot of HP, so he can probably survive some opportunity attacks. Whee! Crunch. Yeah, 19, that's more like it. This guy's going down. Let's charm this one. Sweet. So its second attack can't be used on Gale. Don't hit Hope though. Okay, he's hit Hope. Now, what do we do? More lightning? Okay. Not quite sure why we provoked an opportunity attack there. Twice, in fact. But now that we have, maybe we can hit all three of them with a... No? Okay. Bam. There we go, we did hit all three after all. So that pillar's getting weaker. These two don't seem to mind lightning very much at all. No, they don't. Oh well. At least we're weakening the pillar. Now, Will. That pillar's almost down. Excellent. Oh shit, here we go. He's not happy. And he's just cast a 92 damage fireball, which has ruined Karlach's day. And now he's looking for Jurgir. Okay. This makes me think I should have maybe tried to deal with these Cambions a bit quicker. Well, that's one down. Oh, nice. And there we go. We finally did a Divine Smite crit. We like this. Yes. Well done all round, Lae'zel. Jurgir's kind of keeping Raphael busy to some extent. Spiritual weapon's got a long way to go to get anything done. Where do we want it to go? We kind of want it over there, so that's the best we can do. Now, I would like Karlach on her feet, so can we come this way? Mass cure wounds. No, we want to... Well, we'll mass cure wounds. Right, so it's got to hit things that she can see. Apparently she's out of sight up there. That seems unlikely. Seems like she's right there to me, but what do I know? Let's take down that pillar at the very least. And do a bit of healing. Okay. So these guys are still pretty strong looking. I should have upcasted that. Oh well. Can we fly without provoking attacks of opportunity? The answer seems to be no. Okay. As for you though, you can fly most of the way across there, but not all the way. So let's instead have you fly to here. Smack this guy about. Or not. Okay. Okay. So yeah, Karlach's not doing so well. I'm guessing you also can't reach Karlach. You do have Misty Step though. So that's her back on her feet. It's a start. Okay. Okay. Stabby stabs. Very well. Are these guys just not going down very fast? Yeah, they suck. Nice. There we go. That's more like it. And then you can have a bit of Spirit Guardian. What you doing, Georgia? Stabbing Raphael again. You've done all the damage to him so far, which is barely any. But that's cool. Spiritual Weapon can do its best. Hope can do her best. Mass Cure Wounds. Bam. Will doesn't really need healing. Hope herself doesn't need healing. Lae'zel does. Diva could use a bit. Gale's slightly out of range, which is unfortunate. Can we just hit Karlach with more heals? No. Very well. It won't do much for Karlach if she immediately gets targeted again. But so be it. Now Gale. That bugger is on 20, so let's use an upcast guided strike and deal exactly 19 damage to it. Amazing. That's what we were looking for. Now we need to get our lad in there to finish it off. Very well. Does anyone else have the ability to summon a lad? I'm not sure. Doesn't look as though Karlach does. Although she also can't do much this turn anyway because she's only got a bonus action. Let's heal yourself. And let's shuffle over this way a bit. Also, that should be just on, shouldn't it? So I can cast cantrips all over the shop. That worked out okay for us. This bugger is still burning nicely, so let's use... I mean, we could use Spirit Guardians as well, but yeah, let's use a decent bit of Radiant to slow that down. Oh! He's no longer ascended. Not sure why. Oh, I should have Booming Bladed, shouldn't I? I should have been Booming Blading the whole time. An absolute twat bag. This weapon is just... Oh, it's trying its best. It's really going. Karlach still needs the heals. Will is still out of sight. Would Karlach still be in view if Hope moved here? What does upcasting this spell even do? I was just wondering if it's doing more targets or if it's doing more healing, but I don't think it's even upcasting. It's just doing what it does. It's just a level 5 spell, so that's the last time we can use that bugger. But at least everyone's looking fairly healthy right now. Now, Gale, do you want to move slightly? Good. Do you want to actually just necroticize this bugger? Blam. Get cold, friend. As for you, do you want to deal with that one, or do you want to get across the pillar? I don't mind if you get opportunity attacks, because you're expendable. And that's nice damage, we like this. It's Karlach. Your mace does do decent damage. But it's not enough. Okay, a Droid Caster only works like once on a short rest type deal. Okay. Good to know. Also, I should have probably Booming Bladed with Karlach as well. It's almost like I'm a bloody idiot or something. Magic missile. There goes the pillar.
Your suffering for this ends.
Okay, he's ascending again. Does he ascend every time you break 2 pillars? Is that what we're dealing with here? I don't know. But either way, Karlach's down again. Should we get in there and give him a biff? Is he still... Yeah, he's still punishing divinity, so maybe we don't get in there with Lae'zel.
My path be true.
Maybe she instead sort of shuffles over here a bit. Good. Should hit that guy. Worth a go. Now spiritual weapon. Now is your time to shine.
Detected and
Okay. So who's the most wounded? It's those guys over there. That's a bonus action, so we can dash. Get Karlach back up. Down she goes again. Because she is suffering from extreme burning damage. Piss. Could have done with that connecting. There's Karlach up again. Now, Karlach, do you want to move off that big fiery thing that you're on? Yeah, you do. You look like you're on fire. Yeah, 6 to 36 damage per turn, so you are gonna fall over again, probably. Now, you there, would you like to trigger that punish divinity thing? Yeah, you've been stunned. Does he still have punish divinity? I guess not. Cool, so we might be able to hit him now with radiant shit. As for this lad, he's still alive. So let's see. Does Will have anything exciting? He does! Will could also summon a diva. This is nice. That didn't go well for Lae'zel, but at least she got pushed off it. She got pushed off the Hellfire. That's great. Now, does she want to jump up here? Because we do want to deal with this campion. Now, hope. Oh no, it's magic spiritual weapon. Okay. Bonk. Now it's hope. What if she does earn level 4 mass healing word? Kind of helps people a little bit. She could also do bless. Why haven't I done bless? A couple of them on the divas, although they might not last. Yeah, one of them's just disappeared, so oh well. Oh, and I forgot to do the smite rather than just an attack.
all doom.
That was an error of sorts. Piss. What's he immune to anyway in this form? Poison resistance, fire immunity, lightning and cold resistance. Okay. Karlach. You're not looking in great shape. Toll the Dead? 42%. It's got a high chance of saving against wisdom stuff, but yeah, it's worth a try, I guess. Alright, so that guy's getting a bit ruined. about time he went down. Really. But no, we missed again. Okay. There we go. Down he goes. It's time, Raphael. It's finally time to kick your butt. Okay, Karlach. Oh no, I was going to say Karlach survived. That would have been speaking too soon. Yurgir continues to annoy Raphael and not much else. Critical hit? Go on, spiritual maul. More healing, although Karlach's going to fall over as soon as her turn begins, I suspect. Divine Intervention? Sunder the Heretical. It's probably the best bet. Restore all nearby allies as if they'd long rested, though. Okay, that's nice. Good thing I saw that, eh? That's kind of turned the fight around a bit. So, you come in here, friend, and you give this man a bash. Raphael is now frightened. What if we... So it's still 50% on that. But we could summon another diva. That one belongs to Will, yeah? Yeah. So we could summon one of our own. And have it stand over here somewhere. And then we could scuttle away just to spread the crew out.
My turn.
What's Karlach got at level 6? Nothing terribly doable. Oh, I guess she's just been res, hasn't she, again? So, nothing at all, really. Will's already got a diva out, so... Maybe we'll use level 5 spells with Will for the moment. Raphael's got high defense, though, so maybe we just go for a small spell. Level 1. And see if we can't land something that will then give the next person's attack a bit more boost. Next person is Lae'zel. 84% chance. What if we hit him with, like... She hasn't got Blight, has she? Or Bane, or whatever it is. The big version of Necrotic Touch. No. She's got Divine Smite, though. Blam. That's numbers right there. That's a bunch of numbers. Then she missed with Booming Blade. Okay. I think we've won. Hope's Divine Intervention has almost certainly given us the win. It's just a case of how long it's going to take. Do we want to do anything with Hope this turn? I don't think we even need to, really. Smite. Bam, it hit. Good. And smite. Cool. Now Gale. 371. We're halfway there. What have you got at level 5? Dance Macabre. We could get a bunch of ghouls in. Flame Strike's only half useful. Can't get in there to do anything much. Let's just throw another of those out. See if we can't get Guiding Strike, which we can't. Karlach. Severed Soul. Disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks until Restore Soul is cast on a Soul Pillar or Raphael. So we need to reclaim... There it is. Restore Soul. Give me my soul back,
Struggle, beg,
you wretch.
will make no difference.
Cool. Now let's get a nice healing aura on the go as well.
Victor's path.
Will, do you want to throw out another of these to try and get advantage on our next attack? The fact it was a crit is a nice bonus. Lae'zel. Smites. Where are all your smites? Why are they hidden from me? Boff. Yeah, nice try. Knobhead. Okay, so Gale did connect, so we've got advantage now on attacks perhaps. 8% chance? What have we got at level 6? Do we even have any level 6 spells? No, maybe that's because we didn't go enough levels into Cleric. We could go level 5 Necrotic Touch. Or level 6. 8 to 80 damage.
Watch this. More.
51 damage. I'll take it.
Time to strike.
Oh yeah, Spirit Guardians is worn off. Let's pop another one on. Oh, has it worn off? It said we'll break concentration, but it did seem to have worn off, so... yeah, another one is fine. Or did we... Yeah, I guess it just wore off. I wasn't noticing it anyway. It's fine. Okay, saved against getting frightened this time. You might
Ready for another round?
do something more interesting than just standing still. And we have failed to connect with most of our guiding strikes. Our guiding bolts. So this is unfortunate. We're just failing to connect with everything now. Jeez. Dang. Okay, we frightened him again. All is well in the world.
Fuck yes.
Now, if we could just land any hits whatsoever, that would be great. Lae'zel, do you want to give him the old smite? Yeah, you do.
It's absolutely preposterous that any of us are alive. Maybe we're not. Pinch yourself and check we're not dreaming the last of our lives as we die screaming.
It's possible. Pinch, pinch.
You are wide awake, and Raphael truly is defeated.
We're fine, Hope. We did it.
And we're not just fine, we're spectacular.
Shut up, Yurgir.
What a wonderful, jubilant, glorious day. But my poor sister, Corella.
Yeah.
It is not right that she died. And that makes me want to weep an ocean.
I don't think there was any way to save her. I mean, not with Yurgir on the team.
When we were children, she always kept the last piece of pastry for me and bloodied the nose of the bullies who pulled my hair. She was my sister. But as a wise woman once said, there's no point in crying over spilt blood. We must go on. And despite all the years I've lost, I have enough love in my heart to guide you home.
For the first time since you heard her voice, Hope seems calm, and the peace flows from her into you, soothing your very soul.
What will you do?
I'll hope. What else? I hope I'll see Corilla again one day, and that she'll say sorry, and I'll tell her she's forgiven. I hope I find all the pieces of my mind that fell out of my head over all those years, and that I'll be able to put myself back together again. I hope the echoes of pain will fade, and memories of sorrow will die, and that you'll visit me here someday. And I hope you have a happy ending of your own.
Thanks, babe. She's going to give a true meaning to the name of House of Hope, and she's given us the Gloves of Soul Catching. Your unarmed attacks deal an additional 1 to 10 force damage. Once per turn on an unarmed hit, you can regain 10 HP. Cool. Or some other gubbins. We really need to wrap up. That was a long-ass fight. We need to speak to Yurgir. We need to loot Raphael. We'll take his Helldusker armour for sure, which we can have a quick peek at. It is heavy armour. You're considered proficient whilst wearing it, so you don't need heavy armour proficiency. And whenever you succeed in a saving throw, the caster receives burning for 3 turns. You have resistance to fire damage and cannot be burned. You take 3 less damage from all sources, and you can fly. It's ridiculous. It's OP. We love it. We're going to figure out who we're going to give it to and what our next move is next time. But until then, thanks for watching, friends.